Hi guys and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Liv. If you're not new here, things might be looking a little bit different in my lounge. I'm trying a new orientation. We'll see if it sticks or not. So today's class is all about the hamstrings. In yoga, we tend to do a lot of hamstring stretching. Our forward folds, our down dogs, so many poses are all about lengthening, 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 which there will be plenty of in this class, but it's also more looking at strengthening our hamstrings so that we can really switch them on to make our stretches more effective at gaining our flexibility, but also looking after the muscle. Any muscle of the body, we don't want to just work on stretching, we always want to build strength as well. So this class is a lovely balance of the both. A block might be handy for a couple of poses within this class, so if you have one, time to grab it. So we'll start in a simple seat, just cross-legged onto the mat. Take a moment to shuffle away your last few movements until you can find stillness, allowing the eyes to close, the face to soften. Maybe just roll the shoulders back a little bit, find that nice broad space across the chest. Allow your focus to come to the breathing. And just seeing if you can elongate each breath in and each breath out. Just encouraging that sense of energy and lightness within you, but also that sense of calm and of softness. You can then take a nice deep breath in as you circle the arms to the sky, lifting the gaze up towards the fingertips. And as you exhale, lower those hands down through your center, all the way towards the belly, as the chin comes down towards the chest and lengthens the back of the neck. We'll do one more like that, big circle as you breathe in, lengthening tall. And as you exhale, lowering those hands as you press the palms in towards each other. Blinking those eyes open and just letting your hands come to rest onto your knees. Think of your chest as being the movement center, starting to draw some circles. No sort of right or wrong here. You're just allowing the body to start to find some movement. Letting that body fold forwards over one thigh, moving across to the next. Allowing the thighs to stay pressing away from you. You can then allow that circle to change direction. Circle it round the other way, maybe adding a little extra shoulder movements to it, just allowing everything to start to feel a little bit more fluid. And then take one last big circle here until you draw yourself upright. Draw your feet out onto the mat in front of you. Think about hollowing out your belly, tucking tailbone. Arms are going to reach forwards as you slowly unravel your way down onto your back. Now, keeping your shoulder blades firm, your feet should still be quite far away from you, so they're not straight, but they're definitely not tucked in. Arms alongside you, flex the toes to the sky, so the heels are rooted into the mat, and now lift your bum. So it's like bridge, but it's a lot harder. Think of tucking your tailbone, engaging your bum muscles, and you should feel your hamstrings having to work quite hard to hold here. Take a nice deep breath in. And now all the way out. Take one more. On the exhale, let your hips rest down. Just leave your feet as they are. Let the hamstrings rest a moment. We're doing one more exactly the same. Press into those heels. Lift your bum off the mat. Tuck the tailbone, root down through the backs of the shoulders. Either stay just as we did first round or march your right knee in towards your chest. And then send it back out. Left knee, pull it in towards your chest. Right heel is nice and strong. Step it out. One more each side. Draw that right knee in. Step it out and then draw your left knee in. Cool, that switches them on. Step it all the way back out. Let your body release down back onto the mat and then just prop yourself up onto your elbows so that your chest is now lifted. Right knee is going to draw back in towards your chest as you extend your left leg away from you, hovering the heel just off of the mat. With a nice deep breath in, kick your right heel to the sky. Use your strength to find as much stretch as you can there. And as you exhale, bend the legs and switch it out. Inhale, kick the left heel up. You can gaze towards it. Exhale, rebend and switch the legs. Inhale, kick that right heel tall. Exhale, bend and to switch. Inhale, left heel tall. Exhale, bend into switch. One more each side. Inhale, strong press of that heel to the sky. Exhale, bend and switch. And then last one, kicking that left heel up. And exhale, bend and switch. So draw your knees together, shins to be roughly parallel to the floor. If you want to make life super hard here, you can take straight legs. But keeping a soft bend, we're going to see if we can just walk our way up into boat pose. Let those sit bones find the mat, and then releasing the arms as we reach forwards. Building some heat quite quickly today. Lift that chest, breathing in and breathing out. Last one. On the exhale, hug the heels towards the bum so you can roll your way over into your tabletop. Shuffle yourself back if you run out of room. We'll move through cat and cow. So use the inhale to lift the chest, sit bones to the sky, stretching the belly. And as you exhale, rounding the spine, pushing the shoulder blades apart, tailbone tucks. Again, inhale, lifting the chest, gazing slightly upwards. Exhale as you round, drawing belly in towards spine. Good, one more, breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Draw yourself back to neutral. Set those hands nice and wide, tucking those toes, lifting hips to the sky for your down dog. Maybe taking a little pedal out of the legs, a little sway of the hips if you like, maybe a nod or a shake of the head. And then allow the legs to find some stillness. You can keep a soft bend in the knees to help those sit bones roll high, pressing heels down towards the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. Great. So with the right leg, as you inhale, send it to the sky. Keep it as straight as you can. Left heel stays heavy. On the exhale, let the knee and nose tap together underneath the body. And then as you inhale, sweep it back to the sky. Get the legs straight as soon as you can. Exhale, knee and nose to crunch underneath. Inhale to sweep it to the sky. One more like that. Exhale, bringing forwards. And then sending it all the way to the sky. Lovely. This time as you draw the foot forwards, place it between the hands. Feet are on train tracks, knee on top of ankle. As you rise your way into a high lunge, arms rising up and overhead. Press away through the back heel, keep lifting through the chest as you draw your chin away from chest and arms narrow towards ears. Breathing in and breathing out. From here, let your hands come to your waist. Stay on the ball of the back foot and start to straighten out both legs. So you're lifting nice and tall, feeling the balance challenge. Keep a nice strong quad in this front leg. Chest is going to start hinging forwards. So like pyramid pose, but our feet are much wider and we're on the ball of the back foot. Think of the right sit bone pushing backwards, little micro bend in the front knee if needs be, so you're not locking that joint out. Take one more breath here. On the exhale, rebend towards the lunge, hands come in front of chest, little pop of the back foot off of the mat as you come to your warrior three. Square the hips to face the floor, left pelvis faces a little more downward. Lift the chest, broaden the front body. My balance is terrible today. Inhale, holding. Exhale. Take one more breath in. Now on the exhale, the right hand is either going to come down to the floor or grab a block to place that hand onto, just a little bit wider than your foot. Turn the pelvis, belly, chest and gaze open towards that left side into your half moon. Strong left glutes to keep that top leg rising. Press away through the heel, flex the toes towards the shin. Inhale, holding. Now on the exhale, keep those toes facing the left side. We're going to guide that foot to the back of the mat. So it's going to be a warrior two stance. As you come up, two straight legs, right arm reaches up and over for your reverse triangle as that right side body gets nice and long. Root down through both feet, grow tall out through those top fingertips. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, draw the torso upright, arms are nice and long for your triangle pose. Reaching right fingertips forwards, engage front quad, lift it, and then exhale that right hand to come to either the shin, allowing that left rib cage to roll on top of the right. Steady the breath, inhale. Exhale. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Good. From here, from your triangle pose, you can take a little bend into the front knee. We're going to sweep the top arm down towards the floor. Turn all toes to face the left-hand side, so you're coming into a wide-legged stance. Let the chest pull forwards with the inhale, and let the body fold into your wide-legged fold with your exhale. Press down through outer edges of feet. Push your hands into the mat to help your fold deepen. Inhale. Exhale. And then one more. Lovely. Keeping your body into this folded position, walk your hands towards your right foot. Now, you don't have to hold the foot, you can just walk them towards the right-hand side. Otherwise, perhaps choosing to hold ankle or foot. As you press your left sit bone back, try to take any twist away from the pelvis, thinking of folding the belly towards right thigh and the chest towards right shin. Each inhale thinks of growing out towards those right toes. And each exhale to maybe see if you can fold a little further. Take yourself one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, turn yourself back to the top of the mat, all toes turned to face with you. You can either go straight back to down dog, or perhaps you'd like to take a vinyasa. You could drop the knees, elbows close to rib cage, halfway towards the mat. Use the inhale to lift out through the chest, press down through the hands, thighs are floating, tops of the feet push down. Exhale as we move our way back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and all the way out. One more, breathing in and breathing out. Great. Left leg, inhale, rises to the sky, three-legged dog. On the exhale, knee and nose to tap together. Inhale, back to the sky, lift out through the toes. Exhale, draw it under. Again, inhale, lifting, right heel is heavy. Exhale, pull under. And then last one, inhale, lift it tall. On the exhale, take that little tap. And then place the foot between the hands at the top of the mat, staying onto the ball of the back foot. Inhale to rise to your high lunge, squeezing through right glutes as you push away through right heel, arms nice and narrow alongside the head. Let the side body grow longer, breathe in. Maybe lunge a little deeper, breathe out. One more inhale. On the exhale, hands to come to the waist, two straight legs, stay on the ball of the back foot. Nice and strong through this left leg, lift that kneecap, keep it lifted, maybe soft micro bend as you hinge your chest forwards. Press your left pelvis back, pull your right pelvis forwards, root down through this left foot. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more. On the exhale, as you draw your way up, rebend into the knee, hands to come in front of chest. A little bit of a hop of the back foot to rise towards warrior three. Lengthen the crown of the head out beyond the top line of your mat as you keep both hip points facing the floor. Think of squeezing shoulder blades as we squeeze right glutes to keep that leg rising. Last one in. On the exhale, left hand either comes to the floor, perhaps a block, as we then turn every part of the body open to face that right hand side. Stack right hip on top of left. Stack right rib cage on top of left. You could keep your gaze down, or perhaps you could challenge your gaze by moving out towards the right side as well. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take one more as you are here. Slow and steady as you exhale, that back foot is going to step towards the back of the mat. Keep the toes turning to face that right side. Straighten out the legs as the left arm reaches up and over for your reverse triangle. Tailbone lightly tucks as that left arm pulls up and away from the body. Breathing in. As you breathe out, draw the torso upright, reach the arms forwards and back, surf the body forwards as we enter our triangle, reach those front fingertips as far as you can, and then as you exhale, let that hand come to shin or block as you turn the gaze open to top fingertips. Think of drawing your left bum slightly underneath as you roll your right hip slightly more on top. Lengthen the chest away from the pelvis with each inhale, staying strong through those legs as you exhale. Last one. On the exhale, take a soft bend in the front knee as you sweep the arms down to the mat. Turn all toes to face the right side as you come back to that wide-legged stance. Use the breath in to think of a tabletop long spine, and the breath out to allow the body to fold. Option this time, if you wish, to hold the outsides of the ankles or the feet to give yourself something to draw against to fold a little further. Keep those kneecaps lifting, quads are firm. Sit bones up and wide to lengthen the back of the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. On the exhale, let yourself halfway lift a little bit, so releasing out of it slightly. Hands are then walking off to the left foot. You can either hold the foot or just leave your hands slightly off to one side as you draw the body towards that left leg. Think of the right sit bone, push it slightly backwards. No twisting here, just folding off towards this left side. Breathing in and out. Great, last one. And on the exhale, releasing the foot, turning yourself back to face the front of the mat. Option to step back into down dog, or you could go via your plank. Taking your halfway lower, keep belly hollow, tailbone tucked, and then lifting through the chest as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, returns us back to down dog, one way or another. Steady breath here. Lovely. So with your right leg again, as you inhale, lift it to the sky, three-legged dog. This time, let that knee in the sky bend, heel towards bum as you lift that knee high towards the sky. Keep pressing firmly into the hands, pushing your body weight back towards the legs. One more breath in. And then exhale, sweep that leg underneath the body, placing the foot between the hands and drop the back knee down when you get there. Shifting your hips back to be roughly on top of your back knee, flex your right toes to the sky for your half split. Press the heel down into the mat as you pull the toes back towards the chest. Chest lengthens out forwards. Breathing in and breathing out. Take one more. On the exhale, left hand is going to stay planted either to a block or to the floor. Reaching your right arm to the sky as you twist the torso, keep pushing right sit bone back and left pelvis forwards. From there, I want you to tuck your back toes under behind you. Push the heel away as you lift the back knee. Maybe still keep that gaze to the sky. Deep breath in. And a steady breath out. Great. Take one more here. On the exhale, we're going to pick up this right foot. If you need to move your left hand forwards a little bit, do so. We're going to pick up the right foot and step it into a side plank. Right fingertips still to the sky. Press the hips towards the ceiling. Now, couple of options here. We'll take one more breath. On the exhale, you can either step behind to wild thing or take an almost wild thing. So the back foot stays hovering off the mat. Pull your heel towards your bum, lift your chest to the sky, but don't put the foot down. That's going to make that hamstring work. Take one more deep breath in. And now on the exhale, pick that foot up, bring it to the top of the mat or towards the top of the mat and place the foot down. Your back knee is then going to come and kneel next to the foot. So you've got right foot onto the mat and left shin kneeling next to it. Hands are going to come onto the mat in front of us, not too far forwards in front of the foot. The belly and the right thigh are going to stay connected. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, those left toes are going to reach their way towards the sky as you fold over right. Exhale, return the shin all the way to the mat. Again, breathing in, reach the toes tall, fold over right leg. Exhale, return the shin to the mat. And then one more. Inhale, lifting that leg high. Keep belly and right thigh connected. Deep breath in here. Now on the exhale, you can perhaps just step to down dog or go through a vinyasa. If you'd like to have a few little tries at working on your handstand, take your hand that little bit further forwards in front of the foot so that you're not too close to your toes. The left leg stays high and strong in the sky. You're going to think of this right heel coming to take some little kicks of your right bum. Bring the shoulders over the knuckles, give it a few little kicks. See if each kick you can find a little bit more power or momentum to see if there's a moment of hang time for you there. Maybe not today, maybe it's just something to experiment with. And then one way or another, either moving through a vinyasa, taking a moment in child's pose, or moving your way back straight into down dog. Broaden those shoulder blades across your upper back. Steady breath in. And a steady breath out. Coming to the second side, left leg inhale to the sky. On the exhale, heel towards bum, turn the pelvis to face the left side, lift that left knee high. Hold it there as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, scoop the leg under the body, place the foot between the hands as you drop the back knee down. Shift your hips back to be roughly on top of the back knee as you flex your toes towards the sky. Hands to be wherever they need to support, either to the floor or to blocks. Lengthen the chest forwards, inhale. Keep pressing down through that left heel, exhale. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Lovely, last one. On the exhale, maybe let the right hand be a little further forwards if you're quite close to the back. The left arm is going to reach towards the sky into a twist, finding that rotation of the torso. Those back toes, keep them tucked under, press the heel away to lift that back knee off of the mat. Gaze can follow top fingertips or just keep it wherever it is most helpful. Hold here for the breath in and the breath out. Great. This front left foot, we're going to step towards side plank. Maybe leave that left arm in the sky. See if you can pick it up. Feet to come together or perhaps staggering as we squeeze inner thighs, tailbone tucked, glutes are engaged. So take one deep breath in. Two options as you exhale, either step the foot back to wild thing or take almost wild thing where we don't put the foot down. Hold that foot hovering, heel pulls in towards bum. Feel the wibbles and wobbles. One more breath. And then as you exhale, pull that foot back over, place the foot down onto the mat, doesn't matter where it is, and then that back shin is going to come and kneel next to your left foot. Get the belly and the left thigh closely connected, hands onto the mat in front, not too far away from your toes. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, drive those right toes to the sky as you fold over left leg. Inhale to release it down. Exhale, pushing the toes tall, crown of the head to the mat. Inhale, release, last one. And exhale, push it tall. Hold here for a moment. Keep compressing the body towards that left thigh, lifting out through top toes. And then the same options. You can take your vinyasa. You could take straight to down dog or child's pose, or perhaps try some handstand hops on this left side. So get those shoulders over the knuckles, not the wrists, over knuckles. Broaden those shoulder blades, right toes towards the sky as the left heel takes a couple of hops to see if it can find a little tap of your bum or not. Push the floor away like you really don't like it. And then one way or another, either vinyasa, down dog, child's pose or otherwise. Deep breath in, steady breath out. Lovely. From your down dog, look forwards to the top of the mat. Feet are going to walk in to come to a forward fold. Feet to be hip distance apart and either holding on to ankles or toes or perhaps giving your legs a hug. Think of a nice long spine to begin with. And with the exhale, find that compression, pull against the legs as if you're trying to pull your heels off the mat, but then your heels are pushing down back into it. Breathing in and breathing out. Last one. And then keeping this compression of belly towards thighs, let your bum sink towards your heels. See if you can gracefully or otherwise let your bum come to find the mat. Feet to stay rooted, arms reach forward so that you can slowly unravel your way down onto your back. And then hug your right knee in towards your chest. Your left knee can stay bent or the foot onto the mat to begin with. This right arm is going to come to the inside of the thigh, either holding onto big toe or the outside of the foot. With a nice deep breath in, press that right heel towards the sky. Sink your right shoulder back down into the mat. Stretching through that right hamstring. Option to let that left leg extend. But if when you do that, your leg sort of hovers in midair or is sort of the heel is down but the knee is quite bent, you're probably best just to leave the foot as it is, focusing on finding more length. Give your focus to this top leg. The heel pushes high, the toes flex towards the face, and think of pushing this right sit bone towards the top of your mat. Great, one more breath in. And then exhale, release it down, switching sides. Left knee, give it a nice squeeze in towards your body. Left hand comes to the inner of the thigh to either hold toe or outer foot or use a strap if you wish. You can then press that heel towards the sky. Finding that length, the leg does not need to be straight if the hamstrings aren't quite there. Leave a little bend into the knee, but keep pushing the heel to the sky. Try to keep the leg right on top of the torso rather than letting it sweep out towards the left. That's sort of shortcutting the hamstring stretch. Keep it here on top of the body. Press the back of the thigh towards the top of your mat. Last couple of breaths. Great. And then softly release that foot. Let the feet come back to the mat. And then one foot at a time, step them away from you. Let the legs go nice and heavy and floppy as the toes fall away from one another. Arms can then release alongside you. Maybe just shuffle those shoulder blades underneath the chest. As you close the eyes, soften the face. And just give yourself these last couple of moments of complete stillness and rest. And then taking a nice full deep breath in, bringing that energy back into the body. Maybe take a nice big stretch above the head. The knees can then draw in towards the chest as you give yourself a little hug or squeeze. And then in your own way, finding your way back to seated. Letting those shoulders stay slightly back as the chest feels broad. Your final breath in circles the arms to the sky, lifting tall. And your final breath out to lower the hands to the belly and the chin to the chest. Thanks so much for practicing with me today, guys. I'd love to hear what you thought of the class in the comments below, and don't forget to leave a little thumbs up if you enjoyed it, as it really helps support my channel. I'll leave a playlist of classes of this sort of length and this sort of level on this side just here, and I also release yoga tutorials. You can find those on this side just here. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.